I know what you're doing. I see it all too clear. I only taste the saline when I kiss away your tears. You really had me going, wishing on a star. The black holes that surround you are heavier by far. I believed in your confusion. All right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige and this is Life on Earth. Tonight we are going to be taking a closer look into the energy and the situation at hand with the tarot. And I've already laid the cards out. Usually I get into an oracle first to see what spirit is highlighting for you. However, this evening I just want to jump in because there's some pretty interesting energy going on, if I do say so myself. Overall, I feel like with this card here, I just feel and see and whatever, that you are finally walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. I feel like you may have tried to walk away from the situation before, but in the past you may have been overly emotional about it. It may have drained you. It may have left you questioning, so you ran back to it, whatever it is. You may have been literally running back to the situation, a person, a work endeavor, a passion, whatever it is. Or you may have just ran back in your head and been back and forth with it. I feel like now, however, you are getting into a space where you're like, I want to be free of this. It doesn't match or align with the story that I want to write for myself, in becoming the best version of me, etc. Okay, so that's really good. Moving forward, in the past here, I see avoidance. I see that, like I was just saying, I feel like you may have been avoiding looking maybe at yourself in some kind of way in this situation in the past. And or just not wanting to let it go for whatever reason. Let's get a little bit more information with that. We'll clarify with this miniature Rider-Waite deck. The avoidance could be due to, this is something going back to when you were a child. It could have been a behavioral pattern, some kind of, I don't know, outdated belief or something that you leaned on for a really long time that just isn't working out anymore. All right. In the present here, this is a really, really heavy energy as I'm seeing it with the Hierophant here. I feel that this is an extremely spiritual time for you. You may be experiencing new heights as far as perceiving things from a more multidimensional angle. You may be seeing more aspects to things, more angles than you used to. You may be, I don't know, having more faith in or belief or connection with whatever you believe in, whether it's God or whatever else. Let's get a little bit more information on here. What's going on with this Hierophant card? Yeah, and it may be due to heartbreak. This avoidance that went back to childhood, this cyclical behavior that you're finally walking away from, or cyclical like thing that you're noticing in your life, that just a pattern that hasn't seemed to cease for quite some time. Maybe you're finally waking up to the fact that it does come from childhood, and it does come from pain, and it does come from heartbreak, and it's leading you into this more like release, letting go, no more putting things in a box in that way. You're experiencing new heights to your perception of things in your life. The lesson that Spirit is currently trying to teach you is strength. And the challenge here has to do with, this is again a behavior. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but the challenge here is to break this old pattern of focusing on the negative things in your life when this person turns around and notices that there's still two cups left standing, and not just these three that are, done with and poured out or whatever. When you turn around, when you gain a new perspective on things, it takes changing your actions in small ways, and it leads to something much greater, like a greater view, like you're standing on top of a mountain rather than standing at the bottom of it, type of thing, and trying to figure out like where like rivers are or something, you know what I mean? So let's see why the Strength card is here. Why, Spirit, why are you teaching this person about strength? the first thing that came to my mind with this card is that you may be, like myself, you may be assisting in some kind of greater karmic dance. You may be not just working for yourself in this life, but you may be on a mission to serve others, and you are realizing that what you do in your life is not affecting just you. And when you channel more love, it's going to bring more love to the planet and to other people in your life and around you, or wherever, really, whoever aligns with your energy, which could be anywhere. Also, this, not only are you bringing this karmic justice and relief to the world and yourself and others, it could be about, two parties finally getting what they deserve in a situation and getting the payout or whatever, energetically or literally, after a time of restlessness and confusion, when maybe you're the only one in the situation who can make it better. Perhaps you're the only one who really has the ability to. So why is the challenge you focusing on the negative here? The Hermit in reverse. I feel like you do honor and deserve and need your alone time. And that's something that we all really need and should cherish about our lives. But it may be turning into isolation at some kind of in some kind of way if you don't take a step back or remove yourself from the situation and kind of look at your life from a neutral point of view. So yeah, let's just get back and step back to reality and try to communicate with others more and stuff like that. With that said, your superpower here, whether you realize it or not, is the Queen of Swords. In this situation, at this time, you in the situation are the one who is meant to articulate the situation, who is meant to, organize and compartmentalize and drive and steer. So, and drive and steer. You are a person who values intellect and is headstrong at this time. So just make sure you're not getting too much in a place of just your mind. We want to channel love all the time. One more on this Queen of Swords. The Lovers in reverse. I have a lot to say about this card. When it comes to soulmates in general, twin flames, lovers, there is this idea that it is meant to be this passionate, physical, kind of overly romanticized, like hardcore thing, this thing that brings fireworks and explosions and all of that. However, when you really get to the bottom of unconditional love and real love and all of that, you realize that when you are an energetic match to someone else, it's not going to feel like you have to grab them. Like you have to, I'm going to get to the point, don't worry. Like you have to need them and it's horrible and it's beautiful all at the same time. It's going to feel easy. It's not going to bring tightness to your chest or make you slightly miserable and aching. It's going to be easy, okay? So now, how does this Lovers in reverse relate to this situation that you're walking away from? Now, it could have been a person that you kind of perceived or they perceived that you were their other, there was this soulmate connection, whatever. Or it could be about polarities in general, about masculine and feminine, about definitions and how the human race kind of boxes us in and limits our ability to see in a more authentic to love way. Do you know what I mean? Let's move forward. In the future here, the possible future, as the energy reads, we have the Sun. So I just feel like this has been going on for a long time. It may be not even one situation. It may be more situations, perhaps. I just feel that there is a time of relief coming. I feel like you're finally putting your foot down. You're finally setting your boundaries. You're finally letting your mind open and your heart, be at ease kind of thing. When the heart truly connects, like I was just saying, to this higher understanding of love, there's a lot of ease. There's a lot of relief. There's a lot of being able to know when you're the one to give, when you're to hold space, when you are to receive. That's a cosmic act of making love type of thing. Do you know what I mean? What else is going on in the future here? Why is this Sun card here? Wow, we have the Hierophant in reverse. Isn't that interesting? Polarities, you know what I mean? Mirrored images, taking a step back out of that kind of this or that perspective, and then gaining something greater, getting in tune with your teachers and prophets. You align with their teachings and their stories and their understanding of things. You know what I mean? In the influences here, I feel like all of this is happening because you have kind of stopped being able to understand what you're fighting for. And this constant fight feeling has been, it's outdated. It's kind of just coming to an end. It's diminishing. I feel like you're dismantling things one by one, and you're looking at all of these stories and things that you've built up in your life, and it's kind of, why is this here? Yeah, perhaps with this Judgment in reverse card, perhaps there's a lapse, a pause, a space that's held in between what you used to believe about your definition of things and your judgment of things and how you perceive things, and what you're going to understand in the future. So that's a good influence because there's just this space. Now, where to go to for support? We have the Magician. This is awesome. There's a version of you, maybe even someone you're connected with, that holds a lot of like magical abilities. Not just because it's the Magician. It's this greater way of handling things, it's like, I just see it like being channeled through you. I feel like you're here. I want to show you something really quick. Oops. You see these? When I enter your space, my true multidimensional nature begins to show as well. All of the doors disappear and our truths and merge for a moment. This new color arrives. Okay? I love that for us. So if you need support, basically, I want you to channel that like magician within you, and that magician that is you're somehow connected with. There's a lot of spiritual energy here. I almost don't know how to explain it. Why is this Magician here? Where to go to for support? Yeah, whatever energy this is, wherever you're getting it from, or whatever it is within you that you're being able to channel now, is coming in with this driving force of newness, of really wanting to anchor you into the earth and open your mind. Now, last but not least, at last, my love has come along. Spirit's advice on how to become the best energetic match to that which you desire. We have the Knight of Wands. Ooh. Creativity, open-mindedness, change. I just want you to keep an open mind. I want you to let the magic, the strength, the ability, the completion now, the closed door, let a window open and let all of this newness flow in. Why is this Knight of Wands here, Spirit? Like I was saying before with the Lovers in reverse, your perception of your happily ever after and relationships and exchanges and communication is evolving, okay? That's a beautiful thing. Just a quick message for you guys. I love you so much. I hope you got something from this message, and I will see you soon. Bye.